Everyone, Dr. Zleek here. Today we're looking at Cliff Jumper, one of the easy tracks in the main game for Trials Evolution, and we're trying to get a platinum medal today, which is 0 faults in around 29 point something seconds. I said this in my last video where the forum's been moved around, so I've been having some trouble locating the original forum I was using for medal times, but if you can match my time, then that's a platinum medal, so we got that going for you. So this track you can use either the Scorpion or the Phoenix, as you can with most of the lower end tracks, but I prefer the Phoenix. This is what I got my time with, and this is what I'll find most people get their best times with. So in order to get some good times on this, we're going to start off by leaning back, and what that does is get our front tire up, and so we can just kind of go over this, and then once we get the front tire up and where it's cleared that little plane, like in between, like that magic line, that's like the elevation level for that board, you just want to lean forward, and what that'll do is just kind of get your bike moving through the air a little bit quicker, and then we want to land and start leaning back on this as soon as possible. And then once we land here, this is kind of like a U shape where we got this bottom section where I'm on, and then the wood and this ramp, which are the two side sections I should say.
So it sells these.
Okay. So once we get down here, we'll want to lean into that third section, so that's the closing part of the U, and that'll just push us forward while also giving us some air time, which will compress our tires, and that'll kind of move us down here. If you want to land preferably somewhere between these two pallets here, and what that'll do is just, it's one of the flatter surfaces, and it'll allow you to bunny hop up here, do that jump, and then once you land here, and around this checkpoint, again, you're just going to want to kind of bunny hop. You don't want to get too much around this jump if you don't have to. You'll notice there's a giant flat section on here, so if you can land somewhere on it, that's good. And then where you can gain a lot of time here is there's a really good way to do this where you like brake at the bottom and then kind of gas up and then brake again, but I'm not very good at that. So what I usually do is I just kind of, near the bottom, I'll just lean forward with a burst of gas and then let go. And you want to let go pretty early because your bike can kind of just hover and once it gets down, it's pretty simple. So maybe let go of gas somewhere where your back tire is in the middle of that second board. It's not this one, but this one right here. And so what I'll do is just kind of let your bike go up and over, just eliminate as much air time as possible. And we're going to come down here. And then once we do that, to be careful with this next jump, you want to lean forward pretty early, that way you don't get too much air, because if you lean forward too late, you'll get more of a hop. And then you can hit your head, but if you do like I just did, where you lean forward pretty early, you don't get that much air, and you won't have to worry about hitting your head on that board there. It's like that. That's really close, and if I wasn't avoiding it subconsciously, I probably would have hit that. So I'll try to show you another example. If you do something like that, then you're gonna hit your head and apparently not crash. So the first part of this track, you can just again back and then forward, land down here, push forward again, land preferably down here, hop up here, the bottom of the ramp, just push forward. Eliminate air time, get down in the middle there. Just kind of push forward there, and then wreck, of course, up and over. Hold too much air time there. Lean forward pretty early, eliminate your air. Alright, so the next part, you want to get as much air as possible on this jump just because you can avoid this giant section. You want to land on those pallets, so like right here, where like the actual downhill part begins. And then here's a few ways you can do it. You can either just land and then roll forward and go in the next jump, or what I like to try and do is kind of hop here, and then basically what I just did was, if you bunny hop somewhere in this upper section, I can't really replicate it from here. Let's start from the beginning again. Basically what you do is you bunny hop that section, you kind of skip that second jump and try to get as much air on the next one if you can, so being a little tricky here, apparently. Too much air time again, but always lean forward. Okay, so for here, this is kind of what a decent one might look like, is you skip that part, maybe your back tire rubs. So you don't bunny hop initially, but you bunny hop there, and then what that'll allow you to do is that, where you can just flip over and almost skip that entire thing. So that was a little bit fast. I'll go over more in depth in my replay. I'm pretty sure I did that in my replay. But I'll try to do it again. Go up here. Way too much air time there. Alright, so again, we'll be leaning back. Nice big bunny hop. Your back tire might hit that rock, but if not, it's fine. So don't bunny up here. Land with your back tire, bunny up here, get your back tire up, and just do a flip, and there you go. Otherwise, what I recommend is trying just to land here, get your back tire, or front tire, excuse me, up, and then do the same thing in theory where you just kind of flip over, and then try to land on that bottom platform. If you jump too, I mean, you can over jump it and clear it, which is fine, so maybe something like this. But you'll lose a lot of momentum doing that, so you want to land somewhere on this third platform where you can just bunny hop. And then what I usually do is I'll full throttle it through that next area, but as soon as I hit that checkpoint, I let go of the gas and just lean forward. And what that does is it lets my bike land right on this platform, and then you can just bunny hop to the finish line. So I'll try to kind of show you again a rough run here before I show the actual replays. So leaning back, leaning forward, getting my tires down, just kind of eliminating airtime, gassing, beating my time apparently. Probably not starting on this next checkpoint. Yeah, I kind of messed up that jump, so I lost a lot of time there. So no bunny hop, back tire, bunny hop, front flip over, land, apparently another flip for some reason, and then let go of gas somewhere around there, land here, and then right there. So now I'll show you the replay of that because I did successfully do that jump, so let's just fast forward to that part. So I can be a little more in-depth. Alright, so see me here, I kind of messed this jump up. So normally you don't want to land there at all, you want to land maybe on that rock that I'm just above right now. So again, you're leaning back, just holding gas, full throttle, and just leaning back, leaning back. Okay, now I let go of my bike to be neutral there, but no bunny hop. Lean back again as my tire's landing, that way I don't just flip over, and then do the bunny hop as I'm getting towards the top of that. I'll only get plenty of height, you see there I'm way above it. And just make sure to get, as long as that front tire's over and that back tire can just kind of fling you over like that. And then I kind of messed up the landing and somehow didn't crash, but that's essentially what you want to do. Normally you should land about here on the pallets where you're downhill, go full throttle. And then you want to let go of gas somewhere around here and then start leaning forward right where I just did right there on kind of that apex of the little turn there. And then you should just be able to basically get up here to get that back tire down, leaning back, full throttle, bunny hop, and then you can always just do that or hit the brakes when you get closer just to fling your head over the finish line a little bit sooner than normal. So that's 29.7. I'm pretty sure that's a platinum time, but I'm not entirely sure, so don't hold me to it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the full replay here. So this is 937th overall, 0 faults, 28.312 seconds. Using, of course, the Phoenix. Also, this track is in the Scenic Route DLC, which I believe is an achievement. I'm talking over the replay again. Should really stop doing that. Alright. Slowly. So you'll see me immediately lean back, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I know a lot of I shouldn't say pros, but a lot of the top trials guys I know, they don't usually start off full throttle because, as you just saw there, my back tire kind of kicked up, but that only maybe saves you like fractions of a second, so I'm not really too worried about it. So anyways, we lean back, you see the front tire come up, we lean forward, my front tire does bump a little bit, but that's okay, it's not enough to jar my bike or anything. And so that just gives me pretty low down there, and so I push forward here again, and this is kind of the same concept on the first jump where you're just getting that front tire over the ramp, but I'm doing it on a larger scale basically. And that just eliminates air time because my tire doesn't compress, so I land down here. See me lean forward pretty immediately in order to stay kind of low. Again, going into the jump there. I go to the gas pretty early just to kind of eliminate air time. So you'll see me just kind of let go of gas here, push forward around there. A little too much air time, but I front flip for some reason. I do a lot of flips in some of my times, so push forward, low air time, which is good. Make sure to get that bunny hop in there. Humming my bike, which is always good. So I don't really do a bunny hop, I just kind of lean forward into the jump, which is kind of the same thing, but I guess not. And then I see me do the bunny hop here. And then it's the same thing where I just kind of tap it. Didn't go with the full front flip because I didn't have enough momentum. See me land really down here, and then as you can see right now, my right trigger is letting go, and you see my left stick switching to forward. Just a little bit of gas at the end to make sure I cleared, and then just a bunny hop, and then flipping my head over the finish line. Alright, so watch the full motion replay, and you'll see it in all its 28 point whatever second amount. And as always, guys, just tweet, comment, subscribe, whatever, you know the drill by now. Just to make videos. It's pretty short, so I'm trying to wrap it up pretty quick. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to have all tracks out by Fusion. That way, everyone can go back to this game at some point and get all of the medals. And until next time, I'll see you guys later, and also watch out for Trials Fusion coming out sometime next month. I think it's April 16th, so I just look forward for that. I'll have lots of videos for those, including achievements and times, hopefully. So I'll see you guys later.